Welcome, family. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to Authentically Being Ava. I'm Ava. So, family, I wanted to come to you guys briefly today to talk about an experience a friend of mine had dealing with Temu. So this is his first experience, as far as I know, ordering anything from Temu. So this is what happened. And this is very recently, by the way. This is like last month. So we're currently in the month of August 2025, right? The end of August. So yeah, he ordered from Temu. And so prior to him ordering from Temu, he had this little spin the wheel type of thing where you could possibly win prizes, right? So he spun the wheel and won 6 prizes, which he was just like all excited about, right? So I just was like, hey, you know, whatever. I've never dealt with Temu. I was curious. I said Temu. Wait a minute. You know what, family? Family, I'm thinking about the channel. Tubi. Okay, so I did say it right. Temu. I was like, Tubi. Wait a minute. Okay, Temu. Right, so yeah, I've never ordered from there, but some of the things look really nice, like some of the women's clothing. I mean, I do find a lot of their things attractive, but I just don't know what the quality is like. So anyway, let me get back to the story. So yeah, he had won these 6 items and he was all excited, right? So he ordered the 6 items and he ordered 2 other things, like, you know, small in size, no big thing. So the items came in and there were these 2 large packages, and these were, you know, all the stuff that came was supposed to be from Temu. I mean, when I say big packages, like you can't lift them. So he got 2 large packages from Temu. So he's like, what? So what do they do? Put everything in one package? So the courier had already left and he slid it in the house. And so I said, what in the world? What is that? So he just looked at the side of the box that it was in, and it looked like some type of air handler, like some kind of AC unit. So he was like, nah, I didn't even order this. So then he went to look on his card and saw that he had been charged like $400 and something for these items, family. So I was like, oh no. So then he's on the phone with Temu, right? So he's on the phone. I'm telling you, it was at least an hour. I was listening to the conversation and he had made me angry to begin with, because he made it seem like he, you know, placed an order and was trying to return the items. And I'm like, no, you should have started with, I never placed this order in the first place. Somebody fraudulently placed an order with my card information from Temu and sent me this mess. You know, so to me, it seemed like the way he even approached it and, you know, told them about the issue, that just changed the whole, you know, dynamic of how things went moving forward. That's just in my opinion. I don't know. But yeah, so he's going back and forth with these people. Look, it's been like over an hour and I'm just like, look. So in the end, they basically were trying not to receive the items back. It was like they were telling him, well, you're gonna have to pay to return them. And so he was like, pay? I didn't even order them in the first place. I ordered this stuff last month. We are going into September. And, you know, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, something's not right. So something told me to just Google Temu and see what was going on. So I Googled them. And do you know, I found that they are in the middle of a major lawsuit because people have been complaining that their credit cards have been charged fraudulently. You know, they didn't authorize the charges. So if they're not doing it, Temu is doing it, obviously. So it's like a big ass mess. Crazy. I'm trying to figure out, what is the angle? Because at first I'm like, okay, you're making fraudulent charges, but then you're sending it to that same person, you know, to their address. So I'm like, what is the goal here? I mean, I can see a thief trying to steal and then have it sent to another a location, but they're sending it to, you know, that person's address. So I'm like, is it something going on, like where they have a quota to meet or something, to these folks that work with Temu, and they have this quota that they have to meet every month? Is that what's going on? Because what is your goal in the end? You know, like, I don't understand. You know, a person realizes that they've been charged some something that's worth almost $500 is absolutely going to return it. But you're getting money on the back end as well, because like I said, they want him to pay to return it. And I'm like, are people insane? Look. And so he's on the phone with them. He's like, no, they're going to do what I want. And I'm just like, look, they're doing this fraudulently. You know, like, this is a fraudulent act. So this might be, you know, part of their plan, you know, to squeeze some kind of money out of you somehow. You know, even if it's $5 or $10, if a million people are sending them money, you know, like, that's a win. I mean, you know, these people, look, I'm doing this whole video and I'm making it short and sweet. I just want to ask y'all, have y'all had these issues? Have y'all noticed any of this? Has this happened to you? I am outdone. So that's it for me. I'm not dealing with Temu or going to order from them at all. Like I said, we're going into September, and you know, those items are still sitting, you know, in the house. So Temu basically wants him to pay for shipping and handling to return. They said they could do 1 box, but not 2. So he's like, but y'all sent 2 boxes. So what is the issue? And, you know, our company doesn't authorize that. I'm just like, man, you need to get involved in this lawsuit, because this sounds like some shady mess. Family, I don't know. This is crazy. Their prices are like dirt cheap. I mean, it's like 10 cents for stuff. You know, I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, is that their angle? You know, have the prices be so low that any and everybody's going to want to, you know, order stuff from Temu. And then there you are, you have, you know, you have a platform of whomever and how many to pull this little scam on. I'm like, is that what their gimmick is? Is that what it's been all along? Man, I don't know. I've actually worked with this one guy who loves Temu. I mean, he said he's never had a problem with them, but there definitely are lawsuits against them for unauthorized charges on credit cards, something people didn't order and they can't return it and all this stuff. So, and like I said, the simple fact that, you know, they sent him an air handler, like I said, in 2 boxes worth over $400 something. And when I think his total cost of the stuff that he ordered, that he actually purchased, was, I think, maybe $40 or something. So $400 and something, like, yeah, these people, man. But anyway, family, this is short and sweet. I wanted to ask you, you know, had you had these issues? Please leave your message in my comment section. I would love that. Thank you, family. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.